This is Smithy.tv.
Tonight on Smithy TV's The Mind Reels, that will be us. My name is Tim. I'm, of course, joined as always on my left by the awesome Sue Maynard.
That's me.
And she is awesome. And tonight we are welcoming back a friend/guest from a little web series called Guidestones. A Frest. And she's brought a friend so we can talk about their new project, the aptly named Pornstar.
Very aptly named for the trailer.
We've actually added to it, it's Pornstar, Girls Uncovered.
Boom.
That's awesome.
So welcome back to Miss Supinder, Wraich.
Thank you guys.
And you brought Sam Coyle with you. So Sam, welcome.
Thank you very much. This is awesome.
Let's just jump into the excitement. And I refreshed my memory this morning about our previous discussion.
I'm glad you did.
I just want to know, you're still standing by A Little Princess for your favorite movie?
Well, to tell you the truth, actually, since doing the series, we've been, as you can imagine, we've been watching a lot of porn.
I guess.
Just research. It's just
Yes,
research.
totally. Just research.
Yeah, totally.
That's why I watch it, by the way, just for research.
I watch it for the articles.
Physical therapy.
That's what my brother says about my accent.
The banner scrolls with the articles would be like the strange names porn stars give themselves. Yeah. My porn star name is actually not as cool as Sam's. It's Abby Brown. And she's a bit hardcore, so sometimes I'm like, it's Abby Brown.
Sounds better when you do that.
Right? Yeah. I'm gonna make her West Indian.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Sam.
Watch this show. Yeah. Watch it. My character's name is Sylvia Plowd, and she's a bit of an eccentric and likes to think of herself as an intellect. So, yeah.
But I also noticed that was a brilliant sidestep of the question, though, Supinder.
About my favorite movie?
Yeah. Are you sticking with that or not?
Oh, jeez.
Or if you got like a porn movie you really like?
No.
Yeah.
But you know, so
Is there a porn title that's like a takeoff of Little Princess?
oh my god, I bet
There has to be.
be.
Oh, we can come up. We can
yeah.
come up.
So it's
Yeah.
there.
We made that film.
The little porncess.
Possibly.
The little peen. No.
Anyway.
Yeah, Tim, let's get out of here.
Yeah. All right.
But actually, so the funny thing is, I just actually moved in with Sam and Bryn, who's one of the other porn stars, and they actually own the Little Princess.
Yep.
Oh.
There you go. For
So
Christmas.
It's gotta be a
Let's
sign.
make a movie collection,
Yeah.
so maybe we have that in common.
Yeah. Well, Sam.
It's not my favorite movie.
Well, your favorite movie is?
No. Oh God.
I love these moments.
Take a while.
Right now, it's Cafe de Flore, actually.
Wow.
Wow.
We're actually gonna go see a movie tonight.
What are you saying?
After this.
Argo.
Oh, is that
things?
No.
Wait, no.
For Argo.
Oh yeah, Argo or The Master
Or The
is what we're
Master.
gonna see.
Those are two.
Our friend Katie.
Supinder was like Frankenweenie, I thought.
Did we?
The transvestite. Yeah.
Frankenweenie.
Oh, Katie, yeah, and The
Yeah,
Master.
Katie's in The Master. Our friend Katie
Oh
Bowman.
yeah.
Oh,
Katie
yeah.
Bullen. Yeah, she is.
Who is
That's right.
adorable.
We love you, Katie.
So, all right, without getting very explicit, because it is, let's face it, explicit material,
Yeah.
what can you tell us about the show?
This show, so we've come up with a new concept for it, and it is 4 girls living in a house together. And there's been a ban on the porn industry because there is a syphilis outbreak.
I don't know if you guys know this. I mean, laugh now.
Did not know that. Laugh now.
But when you get
wait till
syphilis,
it's not funny. No, I was going to say laugh now, but wait till you hear this.
okay.
I think it was in August of 2012, so just a few months
Right.
ago, there was actually a syphilis outbreak in the porn industry, and there was a ban on porn.
Wow.
So there was a lot of porn people out of work because they had to get the syphilis under control. So, I mean, it's funny, right? But like, what is that saying? Real life is stranger than fiction,
Yes.
right?
Totally.
Yep.
So, and to segue into our production company, Found Productions, one of the things that we wanted to do when we started the production company, and that's why it's called Found, is to take stories or inspirations from the real world.
That's cool.
And turn them into fiction. So when we got word of this,
We're like,
Awesome.
gold. Yeah.
That is so awesome.
So, and then now we watch the four women deal with life without porn and how they manage it. Do they get side jobs? Are they doing black market porn? Are
Do they stay in shape?
Resorting? Yeah. Do they stay in shape? Do they eat their way? Their
Yeah, and
emotions.
just-
I don't know.
Can you imagine getting that memo at work? You guys just don't come in for a
Take the
little
next
bit.
couple months off, yeah.
Syphilis.
it'd be the worst if you were at work.
Checking your BlackBerry.
Ryan's got a look on his face for that one.
What if you guys had
I'm
this?
watching porn right now.
It's good.
Oh yeah? Let us know how it is.
Is it black market porn?
I didn't even realize there was.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
I think all porn is black
sure
market porn, though.
has to
I think.
Now I
That is,
have guilt.
Well, the three of us live together, so the conversations that happen in the house, when it comes to the series, like at the dinner table or just waking up in the morning and be like, I saw this last
While
night.
you're having a sausage.
Have you guys checked this out? And we send
wow.
emails back and forth. So yeah, I mean, like, I believe there's black market. I have a lot of questions. But I think it's out there.
There's research to be done.
Yeah.
I guess you have to be careful what you Google as far as any of that goes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I think what's been interesting, though, that's come up is that how comfortable we have become with porn.
Yeah.
And we do have to watch ourselves because we realize not everybody is as comfortable about it as us. And we talk about it, and initially we had to keep checking it and saying, do we really want to be doing this? Because the research that we were doing, we were finding out a lot of stuff that we felt very uncomfortable
Right.
with, and not wanting to relay those stories and not try to promote that, So we've come in battle, but in the end, we've now come to a whole other side of it, is the empowerment that women gain through it.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, there's definitely both sides of the spectrum. So we've done even more research within that of safe sex and the female activists out there behind it and who really take charge. So it's come full circle, and now we feel empowered as well as filmmakers to be able to tell that story too.
And I think in that same vein, the way that that our trailer is shot for the Indiegogo campaign, and the way that we portray these women, I mean, we created that trailer just as we were stepping into this project and had an idea about our characters, and we're more making fun of ourselves than of women in porn and the porn industry. So now that we've been working with certain porn stars and interviews and talking to them, because we're apt about our research and making sure that the product that we put out there is fully integrates and represents that world, because you can't do dark humor without completely.
You have to get it right.
Yeah, you have to get it right. Otherwise you're gonna anger a lot of people, and you're gonna falsify something that if it's presented truly would be great on its own. So that's where we're going now. So we've had some conversations with porn stars that were severely put off by our trailer.
Really?
And then we had to say we're for young artists, and our intentions are true and clear, and we're not looking to take advantage of anybody or present you in a false light. So that's something that we're constant. It's a battle, right?
Help us fix it.
Yeah.
But it's hard dealing with the subject matter and dark subject matter and try to make a comedy without seeming like you're making fun of something, you know? So I think that's definitely, and that's teaming up with brilliant writers ultimately, to have that team on your side, because people know how to do that. And I think we've run into, like, we wrote that promo ourselves, just from the
hilarious.
minimal research that we've done at that time, but now we're at a whole other side of it.
So I think it'll be even funnier. Actually.
Probably, yeah.
I think so.
Oh
yeah.
Because you'll hit different levels than you would have in the beginning anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say right off the bat, though, I was completely shocked watching the trailer in a totally good way, because I'm watching, I'm going, okay, this looks fun. I know Supinder's going to be in here somewhere. That is not the Supinder I know. Who is this girl?
So I sent the trailer around to a few people, and it's so strange, because when I was coming up with Abby and working on Abby, a few days working on Abby.
That's what they call a giggler, right?
Yeah.
And some of that stuff we just riffed on set, right? Like we just came up with that. But the day, I don't know if you guys noticed, but my hair's all crimpy in the episode. So the day or 2 days before we shot that, my hair was completely in cornrows. Because I'm at the CFC right now and we were shooting a student film. I'm studying right now, actually. So we were shooting.
I've got to go.
No, at the moment, well, you guys
At this time in my life,
over here.
I'm researching.
So I'm gonna join Ryan over there. No, but I was playing a character who was in prison for murdering her husband. So I feel like. Slight difference between Sandy, but I feel like I brought some of that into Abby in terms of that hardness and that thing, which I didn't know that I was going to put into her, and it just came about after I took out the hair, and that's just what flowed that day. And I was actually really mean to the guy who was interviewing me, like to the point where I think he was actually like he was like, "Hey, I'm just playing here." And I was like daggers. I was like. So what is that line? Oh yeah, you got a boner. And they're like, I was just doing stuff to tick him off even more, just because that was the place that I was at. But when people watch,
do you know what I'm in for?
do you know what I've been through? Actually, today on the street, this woman yelled at me. She was a bit out of it, and she had her top open and her like boobs were hanging out. And I got out of my car and immediately just like. You know how you judge people?
Yeah.
Right? And
No, sorry, I don't know.
Well, she caught me in that moment as I was getting out of my car and looking over at her, just trying to decide, what? And she looked at me and she was like, what? You know what my dad did to me? And I was like, oh my God. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Parcheesi? Backgammon, maybe?
No, but I think... but in relation, like I didn't know, and we don't have that right to judge. But when people see this, they're like, "Oh, Supinder, like I didn't know that was you," and I'm just like, "Well, yeah, one, it's not me.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Two, like when I watch it, I see parts of me.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, well, what is in there?
What did you see?
Yes,
What are you saying?
Yeah, they were like,
What to everybody.
But it was awesome. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, that is not the Supinder I know, but I'm like, she's kind of hot.
Angry, beautiful women are.
Yeah. I was like, holy crap.
The better.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
And your character had me just laughing with the whole dance thing you had.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's just...
Yeah. Supinder inspired that, actually. On the day, because I was like, we had the music playing, and we couldn't have it playing when I was dancing, right, just for film stuff. And so I was like, what should I do? How should I dance weird? And I had like a kind of a hip hop thing going on that I was going to do. And then I just started like riffing, and Soups is like, you have to do that. And there was this one move, I don't even think it made the cut, but I'm like, oh
It was like this. It was like there was like jumps.
and I'm in heels, like I'm about 6 feet in when I wear like 5-inch heels, like I'm too tall, and so it's just this like lanky little thing, and I was just like, as soon as I start doing this, and so now I'm like known for that dance, which is amazing.
It's very
but Sylvia has a lot of dances, so it's not her only one, but that's her like. I think what's interesting about her character is there's so many sides to her, you know, like that's kind of her nerdy high school side that not everybody gets to see, and she's like incorporated into this like hipster kind of cool thing that she thinks, you know. So and then she's also a lesbian and dominatrix, so she has this whole like kind of rough and dominant side to her, you know, so it's
I don't like men, so I just prefer to tie them up.
Yeah. And I just love how she like delivers it so
It's
I really
very
like
blasé.
Yeah. So I just do that.
Yeah.
It was a natural progression.
And then this and this.
Now, it's a 7-episode series, yes.
I think we're debating 7 or 8.
Okay.
For the main reason that 7 is an odd number and 8 is an even number.
Yeah, just sounds better.
It just sounds better. 7 brings up questions like why 7? And originally when we came up with 7,
Just say it's a magic number or something.
lucky 7.
It's gonna,
Right? Lucky, 7 is a lucky number. I actually sent out a mass email today called lucky number 7 because we have 7 days left of our campaign.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Saw that today.
Yep.
Which is at Indiegogo.com.
Indiegogo.com/porno-go-go. Because Pornstar was taken.
Surprise.
Of course it was.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Porno go-go.
And you know what? I was actually
I'm gonna
hoping
need 5
when we-
minutes. I'm gonna need 5 minutes.
You'll
I'll
be
be
in
back. I'll be in my bunk, yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? When we I don't.
Hoping something.
Pornstar was taken.
Yeah.
7
Uh,
days.
7 days to go.
Sometimes it stays. Sometimes it's gonna, you know what? Something else is gonna come back, and it's gonna be even better.
Yeah.
I believe. All right, now
She'll probably be angry too.
she will. I can see
It's
the angry side. I can totally see because I could just see your brows getting all furrowed and just being really mean and just.
Well, you know,
Grrr.
yeah.
I can see that for sure. I don't want to see it personally, but I don't want to see Supinder mad ever. Now, I just. What is the weirdest thing you guys have learned in your research?
That you can say.
That when
Yeah.
you watch porn, that it's not the weirdest thing, but it is something that occurred to me, and I talked to a few men about it actually. One who's struggling with a bit of a porn addiction, and he was like, the worst thing about it is that the images just stay in your head because they're so shocking and they're so, you know, you're not used to seeing human behavior like that, and just the rawness and sometimes
Or
the
from that
violence.
angle sometimes.
Right? Serious angles. Why?
Who gets that close to it while they're doing it?
I don't know. And I'm actually, to tell you the truth, I'm not actually a big fan of porn. I don't. It's not. It's some people. It's for me. I've decided it's not for me. It doesn't do much for me. But the images definitely are. I mean, I've seen some porn. So
Yeah.
that way, I'm
You
still
can't
seeing.
unsee.
I'm
Yeah.
watching them right now.
Yeah. Well, I think it's true, and to go on your point of saying things that are unnatural that we're not used to. You know, sex is sex, and yeah, there's weird things with
Totally,
that you can
yeah.
do with your body and stuff. But when you watch people do things with their body that are very unnatural, like green milk
Oh my
and
God, the enemas.
the enemas.
I've never understood that.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And that was just like,
But like
people. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't-
You know, but teach their own.
And how do you find out at some point in your life that that's what's turning that's
Yeah.
what gets you
Let alone that
going?
there's a market for it.
Yeah,
You can
there's
actually
a market,
film it and
yeah.
put it out there.
In Japan, there are these houses where the women all day eat blueberries or strawberries or ingest colors.
Oh
And then men go to where there's glass. They lie down and there's glass between them and the woman defecates over their head. And different colors,
colors.
green, purple,
Huh.
blue, and that is
That's their thing.
that's of arousal to them, which is now, and that's something that I question. I'm like, is that real, or has that been fabricated?
Yeah,
by
is it like an
media
urban legend?
and-
And
Yeah, it's so strange, and just questioning sexuality and human.
Is there some like teenage guy going, I don't like it. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm supposed to. Just I tell me what I don't like it.
And to segue into that, you know, like the effect that porn does have on young guys. I don't know if you guys saw this, but on the CBC there was a doc recently about young boys in porn and the negative consequences that it's having on their sexuality and also on the sexuality of their partners. Because when you're with somebody, as women, you know, like I remember when I was younger, trying to please the men that I was with in a certain way that wasn't pleasing me, and then eventually figuring that out as I got older. But it is a very strange thing, the difference between porn and human sexuality.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think, and then that's what we're learning also, is that people's perception of sex is getting skewed because of porn. That becomes a
Yeah.
performance, you know, and it isn't this kind of intimate relation anymore.
Yeah.
And everybody goes, why can't you do that? It's like, because I
It's
don't.
supposed to feel like a show even though there's only two of you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. and then you get, you know, and I think that leads into, and that's what we also wanted to be sensitive with the show is for females is like giving off, you know, like Bryn's body on the opening of it is rocking, you know, like, and even I'm like, But we do want to be sensitive that we don't want to be saying this is the way that women should look. Like we also, what's amazing about the TV show Girls is like shows the reality of females, you know, and women that they don't all have perfect bodies and
Hell no.
and they still
And why
have
would you
sex,
want it?
you know?
Yeah.
Well, exactly. And it's like just to embrace it. So we definitely want to be more sensitive about that and just be like,
Awesome.
this
And
is
that's
real.
one of the reasons that we chose porn as a topic. Because one, it's a web series, and let's be realistic here, but one of the most popular things online, right? So it attracts it attracts people to it. If not that audience, that porn watching audience, at least people take interest. To see what is this? And then two, the other side of it is in terms of actors, in terms of playing characters, and as artists that are looking to investigate and looking to learn about ourselves and about humanity, where else can you tackle those issues more than you can in porn? I mean, in terms of women and our bodies, like the stuff that those women in porn do to their bodies in terms of working out, but in terms of tweezing, bleaching, plugging, waxing, piercing, all that stuff, it comes to light. So I remember when we were shooting the...
And are they doing it for themselves? Not so much.
No.
Yeah.
Ladies.
There's a funny little line that wasn't in the teaser, but Bryn for the series had put self-tanner all over her body.
Oh God.
And it was so streaky on her legs that we added this bit where she was talking to Courtney Loves Cox about getting fake breast implants. Courtney was like, "Why don't you just fix your legs?
Fix your tan before you're gonna go
before you go get implants."
Yeah.
One step at a time.
Right, and that's the hilarity of the issues that come up in the show.
Well, see, I like where you mentioned before the whole sense of empowerment, the female empowerment from it, and that I want to hear a little bit more about that. I mean, how does that? Because you always hear so much that the women are being degraded, this, that, and the other thing, but a lot of the women, as far as I know, because I don't read a lot of biographies about porn stars. As far as I know,
I think enough of them have written them, actually.
I've read a couple. I won't lie.
You could read their tweets because they tweet a lot.
Yes,
They
that's
do
true.
tweet a lot.
They sure do.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
No, please.
But I think what happens in a lot of the porn, content that's out there that we see on documentaries or written stories, that it is a male's point of view. And that even things like that it's a director or a writer or something that is men behind the camera, that it's not a lot of the female stories being told.
Okay.
And even when you watch it, it's like, either degrading to the females or, and there is that side of it, but like, I don't know, we were talking about this today in the car, but like, I've been degraded in my life and I'm not a porn star, it just happens. But there's also a whole other aspect of the lifestyle that I choose to live that is to be celebrated.
Yes.
And we went to this talk with Jessica Drake, who's a porn star, and she was talking about threesomes within relationships. But she was so educated. She works for Wicked, which is the only company that does porn with condoms. And only condoms. You have to wear condoms. Cool. So she does it. She does 7 films a year, which is very minimal. Like a lot of porn stars do 150 films a year.
That's insane.
And she has a sex blog. She's very articulate, beautiful woman. And we were just watching her, and she's just like, she's chosen this as a career and has chosen to embrace it. Now, there's the other aspect of it that we also that night were talking to a man, a porn producer, who women are what is the average rate of that they're only in the industry for 6 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because the turnover is so high, and they really realize they go in it for money ultimately, and then they say, "Whoa." Like,
but there's also women that play the industry, and I believe that Jessica Drake is one of those women that are smart about it, because at the end of the day, it's a product that you put out. So the women that
and if you take control of that, then you have a little bit more say in how you presenting yourself, even.
Yeah, for sure. And if you go into it with a mindset knowing that this is not, like if you do 150 movies in your first year, no one's going to want to see pictures of you anymore because you've overflooded the market with your product.
Yeah.
Versus, going in and like Jessica Drake starting off with that one movie, building a fan base on that one movie, and then they want to see more of you, right? So there are many women, Jessica Drake, Sunny Leone, Jenna Jameson, obviously, but there are women who have created empires for themselves and then turned around and are directing these films and the thing is that with porn, it's a culture. People build families around it, and we as a society have such a skewed image of our sexuality that they don't. And sometimes I think maybe the ones that fully understand it and aren't into the drugs or alcohol and are in it as a business to make money and have families and stuff outside of that, we can't judge them because that's just the life that they've chosen.
They're making better money than I am.
Yeah.
They have a career. They can retire from it.
And then they know themselves. Which is not everybody who's working in an office or judging somebody for doing that with their life maybe doesn't necessarily know themselves as well.
Too deep, Supinder. Stop it. You're hurting my head.
That's
awesome, though. That's brilliant.
All day, guys.
That's awesome, though.
I noticed lesbian porn is often made by men for men, too, which was pretty...
I have no complaints about that.
Well, no, you wouldn't.
I know, right?
Try being a lesbian and trying to find good lesbian porn.
No, but it's true. And
we were like, really, I'm bored. You're like, this is what you could... What?
We don't whip our hair like that.
Why is there a pond?
I have a theory about lesbians. And
I don't do you want to say it.
This should be good. Now, get it out there. Let's do it.
I'd like to.
I want to hear it.
Until I swallow.
Go ahead.
What my theory is that the reason that men are attracted to lesbians, and this is just my theory, but I believe that it's not actually like two women's bodies together, but it's the affection that two women have for ourselves that we can openly display, that it's a humanity thing that men want to be a part of, that they share in that love and that intimacy that isn't always there when a man and woman. But so, and I feel the same way when I see like gay porn. When that or just two men making out, when that thing exists, I'm inherently attracted to it, and it doesn't have to do with the fact that it's the same sex thing. It has to do with the fact of two people being able to display their intimacy.
Yes.
Wow.
Plus, they're usually both good looking. Which guys in straight porn, if you see them at all, really, they're not the most attractive.
Ron Jeremy?
I don't know how.
I was trying to convince my boyfriend.
He gives me hope.
Jeremy for
for Halloween.
He gives me hope.
Yeah.
As he should.
He gives me hope.
Doesn't he give hope?
If he can sleep with all those beautiful women, I shouldn't be having any problems at all.
He gives little boys in India hope.
Yet. Boys in India.
Why did he die? I don't know. There must be other good-looking men with just as large
There are.
You can say junk.
junk
Junk. That's a good one.
anatomy.
Ryan's looking decidedly uncomfortable over there.
No, he gave me my youth.
You're dead.
I
He gave me my technique.
And eventually your Movember mustache.
He is my life inspiration.
Yeah.
Practical
Nice.
family.
That's man. See, I like that theory on lesbian thing. My big thing, I just like watching girls kissing.
Maybe you guys can tweet
That's
that
my
question.
thing. I think that's fine.
What is it about lesbian
No
porn?
way, it's just girls kissing. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. But there is a whole aspect to when we started the series, we were doing sketch comedy. Bryn and I started it, and we had one of the characters was a lesbian, and she wanted to make real lesbian porn, and her whole thing was like, this porn that is out there now isn't for lesbians. It's not for, you know, this girl was like headband, just like really rough around the edges, you know, and she was just like, yeah, I just want to get in there and, you know, she's like, but then she's like, because her whole thing is she's like, all these girls are actually scared of pussy. Like,
they are.
It,
and you can
like,
tell they're like afraid and a little sickened by the whole thing.
She's like, I'm not scared of it. I want it. It was really funny.
You know what else we should touch upon while we're here is sometimes while we're doing the campaign, people mistake us for real.
Oh, yeah.
Porn stars.
Oh, really?
That's happened?
Damn.
So
I tell you about this.
No.
Yeah, I was in
This is
New
gonna
York.
be awesome.
I was in New York and I met this like gentleman there, and it was like.
I was gonna say, is it in quotes?
He was a very nice man. We were talking about poetry. It was very like intellectual conversation the whole way through, and he didn't cross any lines whatsoever. And anyways, we exchanged contact information because his son is in the film industry, and his son is about my age. And he was like, "Oh yeah, like if next time you're here, like I'll take you should go see his production house wherever he works." And I was like, all right. So anyways, we're reaching out to everybody and anybody who wants to donate and see this project happen. So I reach out to him and I say, maybe you and your son would be interested in this. This is what I'm up to. Okay. He responds back, inviting me to New York, and after he's seen the promo, inviting me and my girlfriend back and offering
her girlfriend, what she talks about in the promo.
And offering us to tie him up and spank him.
What was his line?
Wow.
No, and he said you could. Oh God, I wish I knew. But you can spank me and do all these things to me as long. And use a dildo as long as it's not too big and you're gentle. Oh, dildo up his ass or something like that. And I just was like,
where else would he put it?
Yeah, right.
Right?
Smack him with the dildo. So and I was like, how do I respond? I sat with this for a day, and I
would have been furious.
And I said, this is the biggest compliment I've ever gotten. You actually think I am this woman. I think that my acting skills, just
clearly must be.
My theater school has paid off that you believe that. I apologize for misleading you, but this probably will not happen. I'm in a happily couple. I don't know. I said I had a boyfriend, which I don't. So, but just like let him down very nicely, and then he said, "Oh well." That's too bad.
And
but
he had this line, like, I don't often confuse art.
No, the poet with the poetry is what he said.
That's what he said, the poet, which was kind of lovely, actually. The poet with
after the dildo.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Porn.
Yeah.
That's the poetry.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the motion of the ocean.
But it was really
I think it came before the dildo.
That's probably his problem at home.
Probably what she
came
said.
before the dildo.
Yeah. But we've actually posted that email on our blog.
So he never gave us money.
No, probably not.
After that.
At foundproductions.ca.
That's
so you can check
awesome.
that out. Foundproductions.ca to read the actual email.
Yeah.
Foundproductions.ca.
So anybody who wants to write us dirty emails about being porn stars, beware.
Or donate to Indiegogo at /pornogogo.
And you guys have some great.
Or do both and get yourself famous online
for donations. Like, if you give $10, there's
incentives.
There's
credits. In the film, I think the next one was what, 25 after that.
25.
And it's the video thanks or whatever. And
the video thanks. We did a bunch of those already, and we posted them on our Indiegogo, and they were great, and they were so much fun to do. Yeah. We did them in my new bedroom. well, before I think my furniture was in there. Yeah. So those stripes that you see behind us on that video, I painted.
I did that.
It's just talented. She can paint stripes.
I didn't and be painting stripes.
Wow. Yeah. Just uber talented. And I think there's a $50 one where there's a phone.
A phone call. So you pick your favorite character, and your character will call you. Now it's not a phone sex conversation, but we'll talk to you about our character, and our character will talk to you about her life in porn.
Can we get a preview from you guys on that?
Sure.
Find your moment.
Find Abby.
To put on my sexy voice.
This is just, I just want to hear what it's like. This should be awesome.
All right, who wants to do it?
I think you both should do it.
No. We'll both do it. We will call you. Yeah?
Okay.
Oh, here we go. That was it. Ryan is leaning in to watch this video.
As a natural one.
We all leaned in. I'm like on the table.
Yes.
No, we all leaned in. Ring ring.
Right, you didn't have to tell her she had to act.
Hi.
Put her on speaker.
Hi, is this
Tim and Sue.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Hey, what's up? It's Abby.
Oh, hey.
Sylvia's here with me too, if you guys want to talk to her.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hi,
Wow.
Sylvia.
Hi.
So what's up, guys? How's your day?
Ish.
Ish.
What kind of ish?
Well, when you put it like that, it definitely sounds better now. Wow.
So tell us about yourselves. What do you do?
We hosted a little show on Smithy TV.
Oh yeah, cool.
Is it a sex
Smithy.tv.
show?
It is
Today
now.
it is.
Could we come on it? I mean, we have these doc guys working in our house.
Yeah, documentary crews following us around, and I think they'd be interested in something
Yeah.
like that.
I say do it.
Yeah.
We'll set it up.
Okay, cool. We'll see you guys soon.
Have a great day.
Bye.
There you are.
Could have been better. I don't know.
I don't know. Those voices are trouble. I'm just saying.
I'm still working on my voice. I have different voices.
No, you had to say hello.
Yeah, we're there.
That was a strong Sylvia.
I was like, oh my god, I can't do this.
Yeah, that's great.
And you can have that yourself. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for $50.
Yeah, that is so
$50.
awesome.
Yeah.
Look, see? I'm a little fussed.
Ring, ring.
That's right, right? Yeah.
But it's awesome. I mean, I will say there's nothing better than, nothing sexier than an empowered woman.
Yeah.
I think it's hot.
And I think it's done in jest, right?
Oh, totally,
So,
yeah.
There's
There's definitely a sense of fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Which there always should be with sex.
Good for you.
If it's not fun, then why are you doing it?
Why?
Exactly.
What she said.
Seriously, why? Unless you're making money.
Oh, there's babies.
Or babies.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go.
Segue to sex after dance.
Yeah, there you go.
Plug another one.
See, and it's, do you think that they ever get to the point where you plug another one?
Sorry. Sorry.
Girls Unplugged. Girls Uncovered.
Wow.
Can we actually call this Pornstar Unplugged? Can we call the session?
Mr.
I don't
Producer?
see why not.
It's their show.
Did I say yes?
Yeah?
Let's call it that.
Pornstar Unplugged.
But yeah, it's awesome. It's because I love the fact that it's not just going to be funny, because even in the little title credits it says it's going to be funny but gritty, and so I love that. It sounds like a nice real balance of
Yeah, and they're fun characters to watch, I think. I mean, I'm constantly taking this material, and like anybody who gets into that lifestyle, there's some stuff in there about your life I want to know.
Yeah.
And I think as actors, that's what inspired it mostly. Is for us, it is a character-based show, and it's like, who do we want to play, and like why? Like what do we want to deal with as actors, and get to like, research and divulge it within ourselves and explore. So it's
And they're not on set; they're like in their home.
they're in
Yes.
yeah.
So that's
I know
totally
what
different.
sex is like, so don't need to figure that one out.
Wow.
Yeah, and then that was the other side of it, right? So how do you do a show about porn without any porn?
Within a porn. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a ban on
Porn.
Cap that one.
I think that's awesome. Now, you haven't shot any of the episodes
No,
yet?
yeah, we're still trying to build up our
doing the
budget. So,
first, okay.
after Indiegogo, then we move on to sponsors.
Very
So
cool.
hopefully we'll gain a little attention through that. And
Five
people
guys?
want to team up. Yeah.
5 guys, 1 girl.
Wow.
2 cups.
You just went there. That was awesome.
Wow.
That was so great. 5 guys.
Wow.
I don't even know.
You don't even know.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Sue everybody right there.
Yeah. So no, we're hoping to film in March.
Okay, great.
Just we will get through. We're still in the writing stages, actually.
Excellent.
And teaming up, and so I don't know. Every time we learn new things through the research, we're just like, okay,
You gotta get that.
yeah. So we definitely have our concept locked down, and now it's just teaming up with the right writers and
That's awesome.
And then we go to writing rooms, which are a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
The jokes.
Our jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make us funnier.
Yeah, make us funny.
Not that we need any help.
No. No, obviously not.
It's just like an extra opinion.
Right? Yeah.
Whatever. We can take it or leave it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That was good, kind of.
Now, if people miss the campaign, can they still donate to you guys after
We're
that?
gonna have a fundraiser, and
Okay.
I mean, anybody's welcome to send money to my email anytime you want.
I say that all the
Or
time.
mine.
Or mine.
Or mine.
Or mine.
Do you know what I've been through?
I can't say that.
What?
What?
But I think the big thing is that, like, you know, we haven't reached our goal for the Indiegogo, and we do want it to look amazing. Like, we want it to, it just for ourselves, it's like our integrity of artists. We don't want to just put it out just to put it out. So we will be getting sponsorships and then doing another fundraiser. And I know it's like maybe tedious for our friends to keep
Promoting and more.
Oh, yeah.
But the response that we've gotten is people do really want to see more, and we say, well, we can't do more unless we have the money. So that's where our head's at right now.
And I mean, in terms of web series, like Guidestones, which was a much larger production, but we shot that for a pretty, hefty budget for a web series, and what we're asking for is substantially less. But that's because it is character based, and we're in a house. And,
Not traveling the world and stuff.
No. But we are looking at various. I mean, like to put any sort of production together with value that looks great, that has great actors in it, because you don't want to shortchange that area at all. It costs, and we're looking at various different venues. The IPF is one that we might do as well.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
We just need to take a meeting and see if they're okay with
We're
the content.
taking a lot of meetings right now.
I think, well, we can't get government funded because of the content. Like, it's just not something that they would do, So, like, and people are
I'm shocked.
weary of it.
What?
Whereas if you had a lot of violence,
That's
you could
exactly
probably
where my
get
head
away
went.
with it.
Harper,
If you
what?
had a lot of violence, you could probably get away with it.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it, right?
Yeah.
It's easier
Violence
to
is
find.
okay, but sex isn't.
Shoot some children.
Yeah.
Run over a puppy.
Kick a kitten.
Like, being violent and
Not my
hurting each
kitten.
other, that's okay
Yeah,
for
that's
people
okay.
to watch, but people making love, and not always love, but like people connecting with one another in certain ways. That's
a nice way to put it.
Society.
Yeah. I just never got that. I've never understood that.
Yeah.
When Titanic came out and it was on VHS, the 2 tapes, we could only watch the second tape because Jack and Rose had sex on the first tape.
Oh.
It was okay to watch a guy shoot another guy and then shoot himself in the head and all the people drown in the ocean and die.
fine.
Yeah.
That was totally cool.
No
but
boobs.
no hand on the steamy window.
I mean, it's definitely changing. I mean, HBO is definitely crossed those boundaries for sure. It's almost like watching porn sometimes.
Yeah.
But,
Sometimes late at night it is.
Sometimes it's not so bad.
I don't watch a lot of HBO anymore. Apparently I'm watching a lot of stuff. What are you
Sometimes I
guys
don't
watching on
change the channel
HBO
right
that has all this stuff that I'm not seeing?
Well, Californication.
Okay, that is actually on my list to watch.
Yeah. And Boardwalk Empires. It's definitely slowed down now, but the first season is, what is that actress's name?
Oh, there is Game of Thrones, of course.
Yeah.
Lots of sex in Game of Thrones.
True Blood.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I don't watch that anymore.
Why did
I'm
you
watching
stop?
season 4 right now.
I just kind of got bored with it at one point. And I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah. My favorite show doesn't have any boobies, but it's awesome. It's Breaking Bad.
Have yet to start watching.
Oh, you gotta watch.
But that's got some drug use.
Yeah.
But
But apparently,
exactly.
and
But that's
apparently
okay.
could not happen in Canada.
What?
What?
Breaking Bad apparently couldn't happen in Canada. I guess like the main character has like cancer or something, or
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you could go into a hospital here and be fine. Yeah.
Exactly.
It'd just be breaking the badge right out of it.
Well, there you go. I think Obama should use that as his campaign for Obama healthcare.
That's right. We would end Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Barack.
Whereas I just finished. What did I just finish? I just finished the first season of Justified.
I heard that's great.
I went in saying I'm not a big Timothy Olyphant fan. I'm not,
Yeah.
but it was so good.
Oh, cool.
It's like a modern western, and I'm always a fan of that.
And have you guys been watching Girls? I know we mentioned Girls. earlier.
Not yet.
Oh, it's
I've got a
so
list of
great.
TV to watch.
And Girls, I think, how old is Lena Dunham?
24. She's so brilliant.
24.
She's brilliant. She made this little movie called Tiny Furniture.
Yes.
Have you
which
seen
was
that?
at
Yes.
Sundance. And then now she's got Girls, which it was a segue from that
That's
film
why I know
into,
the title.
into
Okay.
Girls. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
That's
cool.
why I know it.
Yeah. And she's the writer, producer, director, and lead star on that.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
what
I wish she'd get off her ass and
Yeah,
do
why not?
something.
Do it.
Definitely.
Do
And I
it.
think one thing that before we head out of here, that we should touch upon is artists creating work for themselves, because that's really important. And you know, as actors, especially when a lot of your career depends on somebody saying yes, no, not you,
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You know, it's really important because you know what roles you want to play, and you know what best highlights you as an actor. Because not every actor, I mean, we would like to believe it, but can't play every role. So to say, you know, I really want to play this, and I'm going to give myself the opportunity to show people that I can do
it.
this.
Yeah.
And then maybe they'll trust me to do something else.
Yeah.
Which I think is awesome.
And maybe you have a friend who writes, or maybe you have a friend who, like, you have connections, little connections all over the place. As soon as you go, like, oh, we should just maybe get the 5 of us together and make
a
something
movie.
actually happen.
Yeah. Well, that's how I became a filmmaker. I moved back from New York to Toronto, and I just like not getting called. I'm not getting the roles I want. And so I started making short films for myself and casting myself.
That's the way to do it.
Doing that whole thing. But now I've made 7 films, and now I'm not even starring in any. I'm making films, and it's not even about me anymore. And it's opened up a whole other facet. But it's like I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't take initiative in my own career. So.
Now, can we find your films online anywhere? Or?
Well, Sam's film is going to be playing at Real World.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
I have, and it's starring Supinder Wraich. But yeah, But yeah, I'm executive producing a little section of Real World Film Festival through ACTRA, and so I'm help curate 10 short films.
Very
So I'm
cool.
one of the directors, and then I've chosen, there's like submissions and stuff like that. So then there's 9 other films that are going to get made, and then up
That's
there.
cool.
So mine's going to be one of the films as well. So
Wicked.
And Sam's film was actually, her short film was at Real World last year as well.
too.
Look at you. Yeah. Awesome. There's one more film festival apparently we have to get to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
There's
should
so
come this
many.
year. We'll
Definitely come to ours. We'll invite you.
We are
Yeah.
everywhere now.
Be off the hook.
We are.
Everywhere.
We're covering everything.
Yeah.
We're like CP24.
No. With better hair. I'm just saying.
They don't have a TV as a desk.
I know, right?
It's way cool.
I know, right? I'm like,
It's so
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, I think, ladies, that is a perfect place to wrap it up. So Sam, Supinder, thank you for coming in.
Supinder's got studying to do.
Back.
And thank you for creating your own show.
Yeah.
that we can be on. Vice versa. I mean, like,
Hey.
you guys are doing it too.
We are awesome.
You are awesome.
Especially her.
Let's
and Ryan for noticing how awesome we are.
But yes, ladies, thank
Yeah,
you
thank
very
you so
much. It was so much fun. So get to Indiegogo if you can. Donate there. Watch their site because, of course, after the campaign's done, there's going to be more fundraisers. So get out there, donate. It's going to be awesome.
There's I was
Yeah,
going to
on
say there's a
Facebook,
Facebook page,
Yeah.
right?
Facebook's
And
the
Twitter.
best.
It's at Film Pornstars.
Found porn, I think.
Found porn, yeah. Which is what I do at home. What? Anyway.
Stumble upon.
Facebook / I swear, officer, it's not mine.
So that is awesome. Both.
Yeah.
Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you.
Sue,
Tim,
good to see you here as always. Right where you belong, right there.
right here on the left.
On the left. And that would be the Mind Reels on Smithy TV. Thank you very much for joining us. And we'll see you next time.
And congratulations, President Obama,
Yes.
for 4 more years.
4 more years.
In today's world, people are busy and impatient. We are on information overload. Every minute counts. People want to know what you can do for them. They won't spend time reading or searching, but they will watch a video. If it clearly explains who you are and what you do and tells them what they want to hear, they will reach out to you. You have seconds to get people's attention. You want a video that is engaging and makes the viewer feel as though it is speaking directly to their needs. Add to your sales team a short video and let it do the heavy selling for you. Or add to your social media or wherever your audience is spending their time. Videos can pay back your investment 10 times over. So now that you've heard our message, let's talk about yours. Let's bring your image to life.